Lieutenant Wall was an officer of Her Majesty's 16th Regiment of Foot, but by the laws of the mid-19th century he was still an infant, having not yet reached 21 years of age. Lieutenant Wall's brother died, leaving him £2,000, which would be looked after by the brother's executors. Knowing this money was coming, the lieutenant borrowed £500 from a jeweller, promising to repay after 9 months. During those 9 months, Lieutenant Wall reached adulthood. There were some difficulties getting his share of the money from the estate, and so he was not able to repay the money on time. He wrote to the jeweller saying, "I should feel particularly obliged if you would arrange to keep the bills back for a little time, as my late brother's executors have lost their mother and only sister lately, and which prevents them from settling with you. The money will shortly be paid, say £2,000. I have heard from Mr. Barnett this morning, and he tells me Mr. Green has written to him for the money. Please arrange with him and write to me by return." The payment still didn't happen, and after some further correspondence, the jeweller sued. Lieutenant Wall argued that he could not be held to the debt contract because it was made when he was still a minor, and therefore it was voidable. However, the court found that after he had become an adult, he had ratified the contract by sending those letters. In other words, those letters said, "I made this contract when I was an infant, so it was voidable. But now that I am an adult, I am acknowledging that the contract exists, and so now I am bound." Baron Alderson said, "Any act or declaration which recognises the existence of the promise as binding is a ratification." From this case, we learn that if a voidable contract is made by a person under an incapacity, whether this be infancy, mental incapacity, or intoxication, the contract may be ratified by that person once they obtain capacity, either by reaching adulthood, or by returning to mental health, or by sobering up. If they do ratify the contract becomes binding upon them.